what is very amazing about this person, I mean, I've seen him growing up and he's been always helping us survive. Buzz Tennis Award, Miss Tennis Award, and always going out. I mean, you would call him and tell him to ask you or to design you up or shake up your clothing. We want to give a hot shout out to my Prince Studio and i3c for sponsoring this video and making it happen. If you're thinking domain and web hosting, think i3c.co.uk. Peter Lugs, you're welcome. Missing you again, brother.
Nice
long time, you know.
Long time.
Alright, today we're in the studios and we just feel amazed to have you around.
Nice.
You know, always on the dining we ask people to come around and they bless us and they tell us things that we need to know about fashion, we need to know about movies, we need to know about like the world all around us. And today we have simple questions we're gonna ask you tonight. And after we ask you these, you're gonna show us some fashion you got, because we know you're all the way up there in the sky, but a humble guy.
Bless it.
Alright, so we want you to tell the viewers about yourself and what you want them to call you, what you want them to know you about.
Okay. For everyone that is viewing, shout outs to Mapenzi. My name's called Peter Lugs. I'm a celebrity stylist. I'm a visionary. I'm a certified coach of life. Yeah, that's me.
Alright, so first off, we want you to hit these questions as fast as you can. Alright? When the question comes at you, tell us the answer. And then later on, you're going to give us advice on the last 4 or 5 questions we're going to ask you.
Correct.
The first question is, what country do you want to go to?
America.
America.
Yeah.
Done. Alright. What are your personal goals?
My personal goals, I want to fix the world. I want to be the change that I want to see on the world.
Yes. Do you do music, art, or paint or something like that?
I'm into the music industry, the fashion industry, and every category that is rotating around the entertainment industry.
So now this one you can take as much time as you can. We just want to find out, how was your childhood?
I would say it was fair, but at the same time not fair. Yeah. In a way that I've been to the streets, I've been uptown, I've been to the middle class. I've seen it all. Like I've been hustling on the streets for 6 years down the road.
Yeah. And by the time I met you at Kansanga Miracle Center, were you still on the streets?
Yeah, I was still doing the street in the evening.
What places in Uganda do you want to share your heart to? Do you want to send your vision to, or where your heart is already?
My heart is in the ghetto, is in the park, the beauty of Africa, the beauty of Uganda, because we are the pearl of Africa. We are the, I would call it the Eden, like we are the Eden. Yeah.
Alright, do you think there has been people or maybe TV stations or journalists that have told the right story of Uganda, or you think there is something they always leave out?
I think you are the first person to do it.
Alright, so
my perception.
Alright.
The first time.
So right, so today we're gonna give you a chance to tell us one thing you think they have not shared about Uganda. We understand Queen of Katwe was acted here, but half of the things they acted in the Queen of Katwe was most certainly white.
True.
So we want to portray the real Uganda. What did they miss out?
I guess they missed the reality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
they failed to be real and transparent.
Exactly. How many languages do you speak?
I only speak 2 languages, Luganda and English. But I can listen to other languages and try to connect the dots.
Like Kiswahili, Spanish, and French.
I can greet you in French. I can greet you in Kiswahili.
Knock it off, go.
Spanish, it's hola.
Hola, yes, that's a good one.
Kiswahili is sorry, it's mambo.
Vipi, poa.
Yeah.
Unasemaji?
Bwana, unasemaji bwana.
Alright. Yes, so growing up, every one of us as a child, we always have that one person we are looking up to. We always have that one person we say, I see that person on TV, we see them in posters, we see planes crossing through. So who is that one person that you always adore? For those 2 people, or 3 or 7?
Oh, I'll say I'm looking up to Bob Marley. He's living up to something I want to be. Tupac Shakur. I'll give you the reason.
Yeah, what's the reason?
There is a Bible verse that goes like, you to inspire generations and generations. Yeah, your legacy will live to inspire generations and generations. So these niggas have been able to do that. So
Alright.
I also want my kids like to share the generation. Yeah, the
Exactly.
blessing and the legacy.
All right. So looking back to the good things that Bob Marley and Tupac Shakur have done to the world of the world here. First of all, in the States where Tupac Shakur was, then Bob Marley, he left children and the legacy, and every child that was born of Bob Marley is
Yeah.
trending out there.
Successful.
Damian Marley, whatever, Ziggy Marley,
So
and yeah,
they're
you can
still-
mention a
they're-
few.
They're
Yeah.
still speaking live. Even the grandson, Skip Marley, shares the same characters as Bob Marley. So
Yes.
this inspires me a lot that we have to speak life onto the world. We have to live in the reality,
Mhm.
not in the dream.
All right. So what is the secret behind your hair?
The secret behind my hair is that I'm a true African and I'm proud to be African. And I'm living the reality. I'm not a slave. Yeah.
Y'all know, we ain't slaves, but you see, this is my Rasta style. I ain't got no hair on my head, but all cool stuff. Alright, so we have the Ugandan music industry,
Yeah.
and we have the Western world kind of music industry.
Yeah.
So do you think we still portray the real sense of music, or we're out of it?
We're not portraying the reality in a way that we're trying to copy. We are trying to be something. We're
Mhm.
not being ourselves.
So who is that person that sings music that makes you feel like I'm an African?
I would say Popcorn, I would say Bob Marley. They're doing a great job in the music industry because they're living in the reality, man. They're speaking live.
Alright, so we want to give a big up, RIP to the Soldier Radio.
Yeah.
We know that guy had revolutionary music. You
Yeah,
agree with me?
Plus AK-47.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And right now we've lost all of the soldiers
The
that we had in the army.
Yeah, man.
You understand? And now we have nothing. Who are you thinking like this guy is gonna come into their feet? This guy is gonna revive us.
I would say Sex, then I would say Summer Soldier. Yeah, those guys are doing a great job. They're
Mhm.
living in the reality.
Are they in your record label or your studio?
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked with Summer Soldier, but I've made Sex on a regular basis. But these guys are too real to the world.
Alright, so we're gonna ask you 5 fashion questions.
Alright.
First question is, do you wear khakis or jeans?
Strictly jeans.
Alright.
Yeah.
What is that one thing you don't miss out having on your body every day you're stepping out of the house?
I guess the shoes, man.
The shoes. So do you have a label like it's a Nike, Yeezys or something?
Me, I do every brand. Like as I told you, like I'm ready to appreciate every brand that has the art that I feel
Yeah.
at heart. So I'm
Exactly.
ready to appreciate every brand. Shout outs to Dior, Gucci. Gucci, they have a saying that goes, what are we going to do with all this future? So that's the question to ask. What are we going to do with all this future, man? We have to fix the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, another question is, what is that one thing that Africa, Uganda embraced in their fashion that you did not like?
I did like the way I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
I don't like.
You don't like it?
Actually, I'm here because of this talk that I'm not ready to do Dior to the extreme end. I'm ready to push my brothers who are out there that are making shoes. I'm ready to wear fabric that is made here. I'm ready to do the African prints. I'm ready to fix my Uganda to the world. Like I'm ready to sell. If you're out there and you're doing nice in the work and in the industry, fashion and design industry, I'm ready to embrace your work. That's it.
Alright. So that's a good one. Lastly is, who is that iconic African fashionista that you always say, oh, this guy is hard, oh, this girl is good? So who is that?
I would say Ugo Mosi. This guy is Nigerian, but he's based in the US and Lagos. He's ever flying back and forth.
Yeah.
This guy is selling our African print to the world. He's trying to do a culture that will sell out to the Western culture and to the African culture. So he's serving both sides. So I'd say Ugomozi.
So now we understand. I personally do understand that you have a fashion house, you have a recording studio, and the people need to know about it. People need to show up. People need to feel the African groove. People need to understand where Peter Lugs is at. So can you tell them about it and where they can find you?
Alright. My fashion house is called Culture by Peter Lugs. Then my studio is called Slam Records, Salama Road. But for now, my business is mobile, but I'm based at Nabokera Plaza, shop number L14, third floor. Then I'll send my shout outs to all my boys, all my team at Slam Records. Yeah.
Alright, so the second phase, after we go for the break, we're gonna come back and you are gonna show us a few pieces that you came with, that you've designed out of your studio, out of your fashion house, and people should get to know this. Because you'll understand, skin jeans came a random way back in 2012 and we all copied that. We used to have black, was it called belly button, the fly fishy thing. And now we had the Alingos that had like a big fly, which I never wore and I will never wear. Alright? And then we had Supra's hit, we had Air Max hit, we had Timberland's hit. So we all know this, but then Peter has his fashion sense and his fashion house. And when we come back, he's going to tell us a few things that you need to know. Wow. Now these are very great clothing. The question is, I love everything, right? So I just want you to tell me, when do I ever get to wear it?
For the hood rich,
yes.
You could wear it for the runway, for the fashion events, photo shoots, for the models, for the runway.
Yeah.
Only street. You can do it with the street.
Yes.
It's only for the street.
This that you brought today, this whole collection is all street.
Yeah.
Alright, so when I'm going to the streets, I need to borrow this.
Yeah.
Then be hard on the street.
For real.
Chain link poses or something like that.
Love.
Alright. So Peter, we are so grateful that you came tonight, and there are thousands of reasons as to why you're here. There is a reason as to why you came with this kind of style, and the reason as why you chose to venture into this kind of design. Alright? So we understand it's painful for someone to judge art, okay? But we want you to give a word of advice, a word of hope, a word of sense, a word of truth.
The ICCDs is the information, communication, connection, then the determination. All the people that I've been working with, they lack one of those. They lack determination, they lack communication, they lack connection. Yeah, that's where the world is failing in the arts industry, in all industries of the world. Yeah, the ICC.
So are there rules? Are there rules that we can take? Are there rules that we need to follow what we're doing this?
What we need to follow is those. We have to get connected to the community, we have to get connected to the people. So we have to inform them with the information that we have to share the information. We have to be determined. We have to connect with every person that is onto this world. So that's the only way we could get through this, man.
Yes, the word to the young people is the truth. We keep truth to ourselves, we keep true to our God, we keep true to our people, and we keep true to the people that we love. But then Peter has other words he wants to tell you guys, that when you get to feel like you want to be here, you want to get the level that he has gotten to, you get inspired, and this is how he made it.
The only way you could get through this, man, is putting God first. Then you have to be determined, you have to be persistent, you have to set daily goals, you have to do your goals, you have to dream very big. Me, I have a big dream of reaching to the moon. So dream big, bro. Yeah, that's the only way to get through it.
Alright, so thank you so much for watching. This has been a Dining Table Tales that we had Peter Lugs in our studios, and he's showing us half of the street art. And you don't need this. I'm gonna get this with this, and I'll see how I'm gonna look like. Alright,
Yeah.
so if there were a chance of you mentioning one of the best designer of all times, who would you say?
I would say it's Chosinia. Then I'll put Alexander McQueen second. I'll put my friend first. It's called Chosinia. Big shout outs to my boys at Slam Records, Fix Star, Big Mike, Ian Mark. I'll send my shout outs to the fashion and design art industry, to Kwezo Styling. Big up to Uncle Chosinia. Big up to all the team that I've worked with. I can't mention all of them, but bless up, big up on yourself, easy. Loco.
Salute.